All right, thanks for joining my channel, The Eclectic Life. Today we are going to be doing some dish carving. I just picked up this dish carving bit. It's for like putting recesses in wood like this right here. Kind of for what I'm using it for is coasters. That's just a little test piece right there I was running. Uh, One thing I will go ahead and say is I noticed after I did this, I still had it seemed like some little lines in here or something from the bit, so I had to do a little sanding to kind of clean it up. See, it looks pretty good now. Might hit it with some more sandpaper, try to make it look a little better. That's just a little test piece. Turned out pretty good. I already went and tested it. That is actually 2 3/4 template. I'll show you the templates here in a minute. And yeah, so I'm happy with that. Got everything set up. I'm going to talk about that here briefly. What I've got here is a Rockler 1 inch diameter dish carving bit, and I've got a 1 inch bushing set or bushing on here, so it matches up perfect. So you don't have to worry about running into the template and tearing it all to pieces. And actually, I want to talk about this kit I got for a really good price off of Amazon. It comes with 10 pieces, which um, 2 of the pieces are actually lock nuts, so whatever. But that is a set right there. Has quite a few different sizes, gives you ID, OD. Um, Obviously, I'm using the 1 inch outside diameter, works perfect, perfectly lines up with the bit. So that means seems like they're pretty accurate. I think this was like 16 or 18 bucks on Amazon. Pretty good price. Like I said, old school, whatever. Yeah, some knockoff brand. Seems pretty cheesy, but they're actually pretty decent quality. I would definitely recommend it. So, back to the bit. I haven't done too much dish carving, so that was my first run with it. I'd say it worked out pretty good. Let's move over here to the wood. What I had to do is I've got the template setting up off of this about a 1/2 inch or so, because if I put the template directly on what I'm cutting into, because the bit sticks up that far, that'd be way too deep. So you'll just have to play with the depths of the wood you want to set it off the actual workpiece with. Once you find one to your liking, I'm going to keep these pieces for future reference. Whenever I'm doing, at least for coasters, I might actually write on there so I can just reuse them. And this template set, I actually picked it up from, you guessed it, Rockler. I want to say it was like maybe 40 bucks. It comes with 30 or 40 bucks. It comes with this piece with a bunch of circles. We're using the 2 3/4 right there. It comes with another acrylic piece that has more circles and a couple ovals in it, or oblong as well. So pretty nice little set for templates, basic circles. And I specifically bought it because I knew I wanted to do this. I'm making a cutting board and matching coasters for these friends of ours just to make them. And I want to show you here. What I've done is I marked the center of every coaster. They're like 4 inches by 3 and 3.5, maybe something like that. So I'm just gonna move the template down every time I do one of the one section at a time. And what I've got the piece itself stuck down with double-sided tape on this melamine, just right here next to my planer. And then I've got these pieces obviously stuck down with double-sided tape. I got these pieces up under here for kind of edge support for these so they don't break off. And then of course I got this stuck down with double-sided tape. I'm trying to find a better hookup on it. It's pretty expensive. So I've just done that just so it helps me line it up. I'll sand any marks off. Actually, it should cut all those pencil marks out, except the ones, obviously right in here. So, all right, we're gonna get set up and let you watch what's going on. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Very good right there. All right, we're set up. We're fixing to turn the machine on and do our dish carving for these coasters. We'll see how it turns out. All right, selection turned out pretty good. As you, like I said, you can see some lines in there, but I know I went around that area. Not sure what's causing that, but we'll sand those out and sand it out. It'll look beautiful. I don't know if you can kind of get the depth perception of it. All right, so we're gonna get set up to do the rest of them. All right, on to the next one. All right, we got all the dishes carved out. That look pretty good. Got one little blemish right here, and maybe one more I might be able to sand out. I'm not sure what happened. But of course, we got to sand the insides because you can still see some lines in there, but it's not too bad. You can't really, I can't feel the line, but I can see a line. So all the more reason they'll sand out very easily. I think it turned out good. It's got, like I said, I've got a matching cutting board going with it. So I'm excited to put a finish on them. I'm going to try to finish them up tonight. Got all the pencil marks off, looking good. I'm going to run the back through just because I couldn't get this double-sided tape off, so we'll just run it through there. Probably not a good idea to gunk up your blades, but it's not that much, and I don't do it that often. Actually, this is the first time I've ever done it. So here we go. All right, what I had to do was I had to just get some sawdust and rub on the double-sided tape because it was getting stuck on the end feed table. So yeah, that wasn't going to work. So here we go. All right, I think there was 2 passes, and I got everything off of there. Looks nice and clean. Now I think I'm going to cut them with the miter saw.